Hi, my name's James McGee. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Castleknock in Dublin, and I'd just like to spend the next 10 minutes with you giving you a presentation of really what my life is about at the moment. I'd like to tell you what I've been up to in 2013, my plans for 2014, and really how I all got started in professional tennis. Firstly, in 2012, in November, I was ranked 380 in the world, and in November 2013, I moved up to 220 in the world. I think making that jump of 160 places was certainly a highlight, but at the same point, I felt I could have won more matches and ended the year inside the top 200. I lost 3 or 4 matches this year from having match points in huge matches, which was disappointing to lose, but also very encouraging considering the players that I've played. A number of top 50 players, top 100 players who have beaten the likes of Federer, Nadal, etc. So I really took encouragement out of all the wins and even some of the tight losses. I got to play my first Grand Slam qualifying event this year in Wimbledon, which was a great experience. As I said, I've had a number of top 100 wins this year. I beat a guy named Ryan Harrison. Some people might not know him, but anyone in the tennis world would know him. He's been top 50 in the world. He's played Federer, he's played Nadal, he's played Djokovic, and he's apparently the next big thing in American tennis. And so I played him earlier on in the year. I ended up winning the match 7-5 in the third set, coming back from 5-1 down the third, and for me that gave me an awful lot of confidence and belief in what I'm doing. It sort of proved to me that I can do this. I can beat the best players in the world, and I don't even want to put myself against him. I feel I can beat a higher caliber of players. They don't just have to be top 50. Why aim that low? I've played 17 challengers in total, 5 futures, 4 ATP events, that's including Wimbledon, and 2 Davis Cups. My plan going into next year is, this year obviously I played mostly challengers, and I'm really planning on going mostly ATPs and challengers next year and playing the Grand Slams. I want to move out of challengers and really get onto the big stage now. That's the plan, and I believe I'm moving forward, especially if you look at my progress, you can see that I am moving forward throughout the years. My current funding, Castleknock Lawn Tennis Club, who have basically been supporting me for the past 2 years, certainly wouldn't be here without their support. In fact, I probably wouldn't be playing tennis without their support. It has been that much of a help to me, so I'm extremely grateful for Castleknock for their help. EasyTop, Mark Roden and EasyTop, from reading my blog, got in touch with me. Mark has been extremely helpful to me in many respects. I've met with Mark a number of times. He's put me in touch with a lot of people, and he's a great guy. Aer Lingus, as you see there. And in terms of rackets and clothing and all that, I have rackets from Head, which are a great company in Austria. They've been giving me rackets for the past 5 years. I haven't had to pay for that. And Selinko String, which are an American company. So the sponsorship requirements for 2014, I've written down here 120,000 to cover all expenses. Now, some people gasp when they first hear that, but when you really put pen to paper and write down what is necessary, what is really needed in order for me to get to the next level, you'll see that it does get to that figure. Now, as I said, I've been playing professional tennis for 5 years now, and I know exactly what it takes. One of the most important things is to have a professional coach with you. Now, a lot of the tournaments that I play, most of the tournaments that I play, I'm alone, and I don't have a coach with me. And a lot of the players that I compete against have teams with them. They not only have their coach, but they have their coach and their trainer, or their coach, their trainer, and their girlfriend. And these people have huge sponsorship deals behind them. And so you're really not at a level playing field when competing against them. Now, I've beaten a number of guys, even though they've had coaches and even though they've had physical trainers, but I believe that in order for me to really progress to the next level, I'm going to need someone with me on a consistent basis. So the costs really do add up. You see there's flights, there's accommodation, food, transport, coach, restringing, laundry, and there's all sorts of expenses that really add up. And the sponsorship that I received from Castleknock, it paid for a lot of my training, and it paid for some coaching that I had on the road. As I said, mostly I was traveling alone, but it did help me progress in my rankings. I mean, as I said, from 380 to 220 within a year, that's solid progress. And I believe that with more sponsorship and continuing to do it the right way, and to continue to have the right people around me, the right team, and the right schedule and the right training, there's no doubt that I'm going to climb higher. To say I'm going to be ranked 120 a year from now, or 150 or 50, I can't put a number on it, but I can tell you there's going to be progress. And with my level of tennis, and with the improvements that I've made this year and I'm continuing to make at the moment, I see no reason why I can't be top 100 in the world. For the companies that would like to sponsor me, now is an excellent time. Being 220 in the world, I'm literally on the cusp of breaking through in professional tennis, and a lot of my matches at ATP level will be televised to millions and millions of people worldwide. You have the Grand Slams, you have the Masters Series, you have the regular ATP events, and it is just an absolutely massive opportunity for brands to be recognized on a global level. You know, I'm playing in Asia, I'm playing in North America, I'm playing in Europe, I'm playing in Australia, and it's fantastic for companies to be represented by players like me when I'm playing the world's best players, the Djokovic's, the Murrays, the Nadals. And so one of the things that makes it very difficult as an Irish tennis player to really progress and to really make it is the support and the funding. You know, it's just simply not there. You could be Rafael Nadal, and if you're from Ireland and you don't have the funding, you can't be Rafael Nadal. You can't be that great tennis champion. And for me, that's really what I need at this moment in my career. You know, I'm 26 years old. I'm 220 in the world. I'm full of ambition and desire and belief, and I really and truly believe I can be a top 50 tennis player. I've beaten top 50 tennis players. I've beaten top 100 tennis players, and I've done most of it alone. With a little support and help, there's no doubt that it's going to happen. You know, so that's really the message that I want to get across, and I believe that I'm going to do it.